Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stephanie with Lumeria Star, and today we're going to take a look and a walkthrough, and I think we're going to do a collective reading with the new Sweet Foragers Tarot. This is by Sam Rook, and this is a Rockpool Publishing deck. So this was sent to me, and I'm so grateful it was sent to me because I'm a huge fan of Sam's decks. She's also the creator of Sweet Foragers, the new Valoria's Tarot, which is out. I also have a video posted of that on my channel that I think I put up 2 weeks ago, which is the mass market edition of the indie version, the Penelope's Tarot, the Rainbow Moon Tarot, the Cosmic Cunt Tarot, sorry for those who don't like that word, that's the name of it, and the Macabre Tarot. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else, am I? Also, sorry for my dog barking. Hopefully that's not too distracting, but it is what it is, so we're just going to continue on. So I have just taken off the plastic and I've looked through this very quickly, not even card by card, because I really wanted to save it for this video. So we're going to kind of do kind of a walkthrough and exploration together. So let me see here. Do I have a regular size tarot deck? How do I not have a regular size tarot deck near me? I wanted to show the size difference, but this is smaller. Oh wait, actually I do. Hold on. Okay, this is the Deviant Moon, which is a standard tarot size, so you can see the difference here. So it is kind of smaller, kind of like bridge size, bigger than Lenormand. And we're going to open it up and take a look here. The inside, we've got just this pretty green color. And let's read what the back has to say, because I don't really know what this deck's about. Oh my gosh, my dog. Okay, travel with the Fool through the enchanted forest. So cute. As you journey with the Sweet Forager, a diverse cast of fairies, magicians, and other beings will help you with life's hurdles. Gain new perspective and discover unique spreads to improve your intuitive reading. A whimsical, captivating tarot to use yourself or gift to another. So this has a very kind of magical, kind of fairy-like feel, which is so sweet. We're going to take a look at the guidebook later, but I love how it fits in the box. It's like this small little chunk, which is very satisfying. And we're going to take a look at the cards. So these are the backs, which are reversible. They are edged already in this pretty lime green, which is so nice. And we're going to just kind of flip through. So we've got our Fool, the Magician. Oh, I love how this is like a granny or someone a little bit older for the Magician. I love that. And look how cute this cat is. So we have a renaming here, the Divine, which would be our standard High Priestess. I love seeing some body diversity here, so I'm a fan of that. Interesting. So the Empress is my kind of life purpose card, and we have a masculine presenting merman here. So that is, I'm really curious because that's not an image I would normally in my head picture with the Empress. So I'm already sensing this is going to be kind of like a non-conformist deck, so that's good to know. So curious what the guidebook has to say about that. The Emperor. We've got kind of a more feminine presenting character. We have the Learned instead of the Hierophant. I do like how we're kind of studying here. We're being a student. The Lovers. Oh, I really enjoy that card a lot. We've got this demon wrapped around this beautiful woman. The Chariot. I love snails and chariots. I love that so much. This snail's adorable. We've got this little fairy here in mushrooms. That's so cute. We've got Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. I feel like this would be a really good spring deck. I usually like to work with my decks seasonally, and I feel like this is a great early spring deck. We've got the Hanged. Oh, look how cute this death card is. I love the combination of like creepy and cute, like creepy kawaii. Like I love that. And this is definitely that aesthetic. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. Oh, look, it's a tree house. How cute. This could also be great for inner child work. I've said this many times. I feel like Sam's artwork, for me personally, are really great for like inner child and inner teenager work. I think it's just her like illustrative style. It just taps into something in me, very childlike. So I love that about her decks. I'd be curious if you all have ever worked with any of her decks, if you feel the same way. We've got the Star. Look at this sassy moon with her pretty eyelashes. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Got this beautiful fairy with fairy wings. Okay, so now we're going into our minors. So we've got Ace of Wands. Hopefully this isn't pippish. Nope, good thing. Two of Wands. Pip decks are just not my favorite. Three of Wands. Oh, it's interesting. It looks like she's kind of a pregnant little fairy here. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. So this seems pretty Rider-Waite-Smith based, or at least some of these do. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. I love this little one-eyed figure. So cute. Page of Wands. Like he's got a little like potion there. Knight of Wands. These remind me of like cartoons I used to watch. Queen of Wands. And King of Wands. And then our suit of swords is daggers in this deck. So we've got two of daggers. Three of daggers. That would be a really cool like tattoo. Four of daggers. Five of daggers. This guy is like, he's a vibe. Six of daggers. Seven, she's also a vibe. She feels very fierce. Eight of daggers. Nine of daggers. And 10. Got our page. Look at these pretty like butterfly eyes. Knight of daggers. This is giving My Little Pony. Queen of daggers. Oh, so pretty. I love mermaids in decks. This is like a little mermaid creature, which is interesting. I would normally think of a mermaid as like a page or Queen of Cups. So it's interesting she's the Queen of daggers. And King of daggers. This is very gender fluid. So that's something to note. That's if you're looking for that energy in a deck. So we've got our Ace of Cups. Look at these fabulous nails here. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Love this. This is just like friends drinking around a fire, having a good time. We love that. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. We've got that childlike energy here. Seven of Cups. 8. 9. And 10. Oh, it's so cute with the little fairy in there. Page. Knight. Another giving that little, not little, I was almost a Little Mermaid. My Little Pony. I do love the Queen of Cups in a bathtub, just kind of loving life, self-care. King of Cups. And then our suit of pentacles is renamed as crystals. We've got our Ace, 2, 3, 4. I love the vibrant colors in that one. 5, 6. Oh, she's beautiful. Love her. 7. We've got another kind of mermaid creature here. 8. He's also a vibe. 9. Love the beautiful flowers here. 10. And then we've got our page. Knight. queen. And we've got, I love this like jellyfish hat hair aesthetic. Enjoy that. And the King of Crystals. So we're going to give that a shuffle, but first we're going to take a look at the guidebook. Let's see here. So we've got introduction, the majors, the minors. So it looks pretty basic. So we've got an introduction. Oops. And then we go right into the cards. So we've got the title, we've got some keywords, and we've got a write-up. And it looks like we have a spread here, the full spread. Ooh, do we have a spread for every card? No, we don't. Do we have a spread for every major? Okay, that's fun. We get a spread for every major card. Ooh, I love that. Okay, that's fun. And then the minors, we have, you know, about a page of information. We don't have spreads for these. Okay, so let's shuffle our deck. I love shuffling a small deck. I have small hands, so smaller decks just feel really nice. I can kind of really manage them in my hands. Let's see how this riffle shuffles. This might be a little stiff because it's new and the deck is small. So it's a little stiff, but I think working that, it'll get a little easier. Oops. All right, so let's just pull one card for now. So I want you to, if you feel called to and you have a question or something on your mind, or if you just want a message from the universe, you can focus on that now. I'm also going to focus on that. And we're going to just pull one card from the Sweet Foragers Tarot, and I'm going to read from the guidebook because I want to see how the book reads. And of course, the Nine of Daggers fell out rather, so we're going to put that off to the side. But I want to be intentional with my pull. Okay, we've got the Divine, which is our High Priestess. I'm going to read from the guidebook. So pretty. I like that card a lot. So our keywords here are divine intuition, trusting your heart, and waiting. Oh, interesting. So I think, does this read like a story? Well, I'm just going to read it. Today I met the most ethereal being. She appeared to be made of the heavens and radiated wisdom and beauty. Eyes closed, she seemed to be meditating. Come here, she called to me in a musical voice, then told me to sit beside her and close my eyes as well. But when I became restless, she said, only when we quiet ourselves and surrender can we connect with the divine knowledge we've been gifted. Perhaps we all have an innate ability to connect with our intuition, but if it means being still and allowing it to come, it's something I'll have to work on. Oh, I think the guidebook reads like a story, which is really sweet. And it says the divine's message. Every morning, meditate silently until your mind quietens. Quietens? Is that a word? Quietens? Then shuffle the deck and pull a card. Contemplate the meeting and keep it in your heart all day. So that's really interesting that this reads like a story, which makes sense because it's got that like fairy tale kind of vibe. So whatever you were thinking, and I focused on my question too, the answer is within, as it usually is. And we might need to just quiet ourselves and kind of try to just not even turn off the chatter, because that's nearly impossible, but just observe it, notice it, and recenter and focus. Get yourself grounded. Regulate that nervous system, because when we're in fight or flight, we cannot listen to our intuition. So we've really got to quiet and settle and regulate our body so we can deeply listen within. And it's interesting because this did say shuffle and pull a card, and a card did pop out. So I think that's kind of like our adjoining message, which is the Nine of Daggers, which we know is the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to read from the guidebook there. So a little kind of like message on, you know, we're kind of trying to tap into something right now. We're trying to find the answers, and it seems like our anxiety maybe is getting to us, but let's read. So 9 of Daggers, the keywords here are hopelessness, sadness, and depression. Does someone with 3 eyes cry from all 3? A question I now know the answer to. And I can see here we've got 3 eyes. I met a man sobbing on the ground today. I wanted to go to him to offer some sort of comfort as his pain appeared all-encompassing, but he was surrounded by sharp, magical floating daggers. Anytime I came close, a dagger threatened to end me. This was his prison, the anxiety that anyone who got close to him would get hurt. I'm not sure how he ended up with this curse, but what an awful way to live. I hope he's able to get help. Oh my goodness. So that's what the guidebook, this is a story. This is a storybook. So, okay, I'm getting excited. I love new takes on guidebooks because I've been reading tarot for a while, and it's nice to get just a new way of reading. So this is reading like you're literally traveling through the forest, right? You're running into fairies and magicians and other magical beings on this journey. So what I'm seeing here is we are trying to get some answers right now. We're struggling because we have to go inward, and you know that. And you know, the answer right now is hard to get to because you're in this space of kind of sadness and depression and hopelessness. And we've got all of these kind of knives around us because it's like a defense mechanism. We don't want them there, but they're there because we think it's trying to protect us. And we need to remind ourselves that we're already safe and we don't need that kind of protection. So we can really let those daggers down, like we can let that guard down. So let's see, I'm going to pull one more. I'm going to ask how we can lower our defenses. How can we lower our defenses and feel more safe? And we've got the Queen of Cups. My goodness, this deck is calling me out. I don't know if it's calling anyone else out, but this is like screaming at me, which is just funny. Okay, so the keywords for the Queen of Cups is compassionate and self-love. Makes sense. So I'm going to read the story here. You need to learn to love yourself as much as you love others, she giggled, submerged in a bubble bath. Occasionally, she sipped from an enchanted glass floating nearby. I'm a mother of 3 and the ruler of my village. I pour everything I have into my people and their well-being. It's a weight I carry every day, but once a week I pour inward. She smiled at the glass, enjoying her play on words. I shifted awkwardly, feeling like I might be intruding on her alone time. I learned that I can't give what I don't have, so taking care of myself takes priority. She tossed back what was left of her drink and closed her eyes, sinking deeper into her bath. Can't pour from an empty glass and all that. Wow. Okay, so whatever we're going through and the defenses we're putting up, how we can get out of that is we really have to focus on ourselves. Right now, whatever you were thinking about, whatever situation, you're focused externally, you're focused on either other people, other outcomes, influences, are things out of our control. They are out of our control. And we keep trying to micromanage things, which is causing a lot of our suffering. Let's just notice it with no judgment and shame. And let's shift to turning inward and nourishing ourselves, filling up ourselves, making sure our glass is full on our own and not getting upset when it's not happening because we're in this space of just trying to control the universe. I think that's what these cards are saying. And I think that is really, really magical. I'm going to pull one more. I'm just going to pull one more, like just kind of like a final round out message. This deck is so good for storytelling, you guys. I didn't realize the guidebook read like this, and I'm very excited. All right, so let's round out this story. Oops, and a card flew out at me. And it is the Queen of Daggers, who I noticed was a mermaid, and I love that. So let's read. So this is kind of like a final note to this story here. All right, so Queen of Daggers. The key words here are clear mind and receptive. The mermaid tended to her young while carrying on a conversation with me, seemingly giving her full attention to both of us. I was exhausted, frustrated, and feeling lost when I came across her living in a small lake buried deep in the woods. She kept a large sword nearby, but never seemed threatening. She was kind and listened to my troubles. Sit, eat, rest. Why are you rushing to nowhere? She asked me. She breastfed her young and offered me some food. She was somehow able to provide me with guidance, sustenance, and kindness without ever making me feel like a burden. Wow. Okay, so 2 things as our kind of final piece of this story is being able to, number 1, accept help from others, and knowing you're not a burden to anyone. So that's like one piece I'm getting from this. Another piece is kind of going back to the 9 of daggers. Like we have all of these daggers here as a means of like self-protection, even though we don't need it. But here, the Queen of Daggers is protecting herself. Like the sword is there and she knows she's safe, but she doesn't have to build this wall up. She's in a very tender moment nurturing her child. And I think that's really beautiful. So like we can lower the guard and put the dagger on the side. We don't quite need that. And can we accept help? Can we accept that what we are going through is not burdensome to anyone? Wow. I'm so impressed with this. You guys, I love this. I love how the guidebook reads. So this is my reading, my collective reading and walkthrough of the Sweet Foragers Tarot. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How do you like the artwork? Do you like how the guidebook read? Let me know if that reading resonated with you. It definitely called me out 100%. So as it always does, so that's really funny. But yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. It's a free way to, number 1, stay connected, and number 2, to support my channel. So let me know all the things down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.